I left Saturday morning. The flight was 7:30, TUS Airways, and landed at 8:30 in Tel Aviv.
Did you see the news before you go?
No, good question. Someone sent me a message literally when I was on the plane. On the plane were another 50 Cypriot pilgrims and priests and so on going to the holy city in Jerusalem. But as I was sitting in my chair, I saw some news come. But it was too late and the doors were shut and we left. Landed 8:30 and then straight away the sirens started, and as you walk out the airport straight to the bunkers to the left, 2 levels down, again very professional. Downstairs there was food, water. Kids were obviously a bit emotional and elderly people, and we were down there for half an hour, just sitting down there waiting, which you could hear the sirens for a long time. I needed to go to Jerusalem, so I contacted my driver gentleman. I said, can you get me to Jerusalem? He said, it's difficult because now they're shutting the roads, but let's go now. So we left, and on the road to Jerusalem, it's about a 1-hour drive, like going to Limassol. There were tanks on the road and doing military checkpoints, but we were moving. But as I got to Jerusalem, I was staying on Jaffa Street, close to the old city. Again, they started the rockets, and you could hear the explosions above your head, and straight into the bunker in the hotel. Didn't even check in, and was down there 4 or 5 times, up and down. The kids were crying in the lobby, the parents were trying not to explain too much, but they can understand. So it was traumatic, sitting there for the whole of Saturday. I did leave the hotel for some fresh air, and then was told to go back in the hotel because again we heard rockets and fighter jets in the distance.
Do anything?
You just see on the rocket. If you see the rocket here,
I've never seen before. What is far up or high?
Yeah, here, you see it? Here, it's up. It's a bomb there.
It became the evening, so the city was absolutely quiet until someone threw something into a hotel opposite us, and within seconds arrived Israeli military on horseback, on motorbike and on vehicle, and we wasn't sure if it was another bomb. So again, back into the hotel, back into the bunkers, kids crying again, and pandemonium again. So it was a long night, didn't really sleep. A lot of people just sat downstairs in the hotel, because my hotel's pretty high. We had snipers and military, young ladies, male and female, which is how it works in Israel, in the hotel 24/7. She contacted me and said it's advisable to leave. My company very kindly organized my ticket. Again, I wasn't too sure what was going to happen when I got to the airport. And when I took the road back to Tel Aviv, completely empty, but with military vehicles. Got to the airport, absolute chaos. All the flights were delayed, cancelled, delayed, cancelled. So I wasn't too sure if we were going to make the flight, but we did, maybe 1 hour late. I have one Aristoteles, yes. So he was also watching the news, and these days you can't hide the reality from children because they can read everything. So he wasn't a happy boy until I came home. But the sad reality is I have friends in Israel, South African people that I've known for 30 years. Her son's friends have all been murdered, and some are possibly hostage in Gaza. Terrible.